30F. Realize I may have mistakenly accused my, now ex, BF, 31M, of cheating after we've been broken up for a month. Sorry if my writing is jumbled and incoherent, my mind has been racing and I can't think straight. About a month ago my BF, now ex, went with his coworkers, friends to a bar, club, mostly a bar with typical drinks and bar food, but the place has a dance floor and music, after work. This is something they do every couple months or so. But this time, when he came home, he had a lipstick mark on his shirt. I asked him where the lipstick mark came from, but he said he had no idea. I thought he may have been cheating on me with someone from work or someone at the bar. He was wearing his dress shirt from work that day. I've been cheated on in the past, which in hindsight might have made me think irrationally. But the couple days after that we fought several times due to me repeatedly questioning him about that night and him denying anything had happened. I also snooped on his phone and computer to find evidence of cheating but didn't find anything, but he caught me snooping, so we had arguments over that too. Long story short, I called him a liar and a cheater, broke up, and moved out the following week. The whole time he insisted he was innocent, but I figured he was playing dumb and gaslighting me. Last night I got dinner with a friend I hadn't seen in a while and told her about the breakup. But when I told her about the lipstick, she gave me a concerned look and showed me a TikTok video of a girl at a club kissing random guys on the back without them knowing and leaving lipstick marks. Is this some sort of TikTok trend? As far as I can tell, the person who posted the TikTok is in Australia, but I live in Los Angeles. The lipstick on my BF's shirt was on the upper arm, shoulder area. So I suppose it's possible someone could have come up behind him, kissed his shirt, and walked away without him noticing. I just never considered that to be a possibility. I wasn't able to sleep all night. I've just been racked with guilt that I may have been mistaken in accusing him of cheating. I've thought about sending him an email or giving him a call, but what do I even say? Before the lipstick ordeal, our relationship was the best one I've ever experienced. It was healthy and supportive. I realize in hindsight I may have treated him unfairly by not giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I said some nasty things to him when we broke up. And there's also a small part of me that wonders, what if he did actually cheat on me after all? If I bring up this TikTok, wouldn't an actual cheater jump at the opportunity to use it to continue to deny cheating? I'm afraid I may be overthinking this.
This is a tough one. Based on the facts you gave, you didn't find any evidence when you snooped, location of the lipstick mark, and this was indeed a minor TikTok trend a couple months ago. I'm inclined to think your ex-BF is innocent. But you'll probably never know for sure. It sounds like you were thinking about trying to get back together. Ask yourself if you two can realistically build back the mutual trust it takes to make a relationship work. Also, be prepared for the possibility that he may not want to get back together. Also, as an aside, may be worth unpacking your emotions in therapy, especially pertaining to the previous time you got cheated on. Sounds like you haven't healed, and it may impact your relationships going forward.
You're clearly still under the impression that this is all your ex's fault, despite the fact that there was no real evidence to begin with and that you didn't even let him speak. Therefore you're clearly not looking to apologize to show that you realize you were wrong and that you never should have done what you did. Instead of giving the poor guy an apology, full of, "I'm really sorry, but you work on bettering yourself." I understand being cheated on can make you think the worst of any possible situation where your partner's faithfulness is being questioned, but it was very clear that he was not out having from behind make-out sessions with someone and being careless about it. Cheaters go above and beyond to ensure that they are not discovered. If anything, he would have come home in a different shirt or attempted to clean off the mark beforehand, unless this was how he was intending to break up with you. The fact that you escalated to snooping through his phone and relentlessly questioning him despite the fact that he was genuinely clueless shows that you need to learn how to not overstep boundaries like that solely because you believe someone is up to something. All in all, you, not your ex, need to accept that you messed up big time and that it was because you decided to treat your ex like a prisoner being interrogated. Leave him alone. Don't reach out to him. Learn to accept that you consciously chose to do the things that led to the breakup and work on bettering yourself for both your sake and any future partners you have.
You can't frame him as the problem and the solution. I was in a similar situation as his several years ago. My ex accused me of cheating and left, but then realized she didn't want to end things and wanted me to come back. In her mind, I was the problem because I apparently cheated, but also the solution because the only way to fix things was for me to accept her apology and help her get over this. Right now, it sounds as if you're doing the same thing. You broke up with your boyfriend because he was the problem, and now that the relationship is over and you're feeling guilty for your actions, you're looking for him to be the solution by absolving you of your guilt. In the end, if he really did cheat, then you're still framing him as the problem and the solution. Before you think of messaging him, consider what he has to return to. If you do ask for him back, he will forever be walking on eggshells trying to justify any action that he worries may cause you to doubt him.
So your boyfriend has never given you reason to think he was cheating, and you saw a bit of lipstick in a place that makes no sense if he was kissing. You accuse him of an affair. He denies it. You violate his privacy. Find nothing, but double down. Now your friend says there's a stupid trend on Twitter, and you still insist he is cheating and would use that trend as an excuse. Leave him alone. He dodged a bullet with you, showing him you will never trust him, even when he does nothing wrong. He deserves to be with someone who trusts him. You need to get therapy so you don't continually blow up your relationships.
You basically punished him for things other people did to you.
Aside from that TikTok trend, who the fuck kisses a shirt? Usually people like to leave lipstick marks on the neck or face of the person they're kissing. A shirt is real random. You fucked up. Live with it.
You obviously don't believe him, so is the relationship worth saving?
You clearly don't trust him. You're even now, when broken up, still questioning this, so that right there is your answer. It might be your past that's influencing this behavior, but either way you're over, and honestly I don't see him taking you back after treating him like that. I'd seriously suggest therapy to deal with your trust issues before you bring them into another relationship.
The lipstick on my BF's shirt was on the upper arm, shoulder area. That's a really weird place to get kissed, and if someone was really kissing him there, they would have been all over his face area, and there would also be lipstick around his shirt collar. Frankly, the most likely situation is that some drunk girl bumped into him and walked away without intending to kiss him at all. That seems way more likely than a TikTok prank. May have treated him unfairly? Be honest. You were unfair. You should apologize to him for being ridiculous, but don't expect anything to come of this. You probably burned whatever he felt for you to the ground and then some.
You blew up a relationship. Leave it well enough alone now. Messaging won't help him move on.
You did him a huge favor. Now keep doubling down and leave the poor guy alone.
Overthinking. Whatever the truth, you didn't trust him. Let it go.
Leave him alone. You made your bed.
If this is how you react, it's best you stay clear of relationships until you're able to control yourself and are better at communicating.
Leave him alone. Don't even apologize, because you're doing it to make yourself feel better and not for your ex's benefit. Even now, part of you is clinging to the idea, but he might have cheated. Also, you said nasty things to him with the intent to hurt him, so you'll just be bringing that back up along with all the other stuff. You destroyed this relationship, so you have to live with that and take full, total, absolute responsibility for it, and not even entertain the possibility of reconciliation in your head. You may have treated him unfairly. Even now, you're trying to give yourself an out. You did treat him unfairly. You chose your actions and words. Don't get into another relationship without a good stint with a therapist to find out why you behaved like this. I'm afraid I may be overthinking this. You caused this by not thinking at all and listening to your paranoid feelings. You should be thinking long and hard over you nuking the so-called best relationship you've ever been in based on flimsy evidence. Edited to correct autocorrect fail.
Oh, you blew up your relationship because of a prank. At this stage, all you can do is reach out to him, apologize, and see what happens. Your actions have tainted what you had, though, and there is a very good chance that even if he accepts your apology, that what you had is irrevocably changed and will never be the same as what it was. That level of implicit trust you both had is now gone, and it could take years to even get back to where you were. I'm so sorry that you fell for this and that you took the action you did, but you may just have to consider that too much has happened and too much was done for this to be recovered. You can only try, I guess. It's best though that you just leave the poor guy alone. You have dragged him through the mud for no reason, said some very nasty things to him and broke him. Just leave the poor guy alone to grieve what you guys had and allow him to move on so that he can find someone better. Hopefully you haven't ruined his life because of your own insecurities.
Wow. You blew up a great relationship because of a lipstick mark on a shirt? Girl. You need to leave the poor man alone and get some therapy.
You didn't trust him, you invaded his privacy, you accused him of cheating, called him a liar, dumped him and then moved out? Just move on. That bridge is so burnt, all that's left are ashes.
I hate to say this, girl, but right now he deserves way better and you need to really work on yourself. You say you were cheated on in the past, but you took it out on a guy who, in your own words, is the best thing you've ever had. But one small sign that didn't even add up, and you kicked him to the curb. And now a month later he's probably finally picking up the pieces and getting his head back on straight, and you want to march back into his life with no emotional work done on your part to see if he wants to get back together? How is that fair to him at all? It's not. Just like you dumping him for a made-up reason. Let him rebuild his life with someone who gives him the respect he deserves. Work on yourself and then find someone new to move forward with after learning a lesson.
You jumped the gun and destroyed your relationship. Do better next time.
You only want to message him because you feel bad. You really don't care about his feelings. You handled the situation horribly, and it's unlikely it can recover. It's a huge red flag to go through personal texts and emails. I know you've been cheated on before, but that doesn't give you the right to violate someone else's privacy because you're immature and insecure. Leave the dude alone.
Brother dodged a bullet. You need to go to therapy and figure out your trust issues before you jump in another relationship. It's not fair to whoever you're dating.
Sounds like the best thing for you to do here is to get into therapy and work on your insecurities and guilt so that you are in a better place going forward.
I'm sorry, but it's on you. You didn't find anything, not a solid evidence other than the lipstick mark on the shoulder area, upper arm. You even snooped at his phone and computer, invading privacy, but didn't get anything, then you broke up with him. This is heartbreaking. I don't think it's a good idea to reach out to him to apologize. He probably is trying to forget and move on from you by now. It's better to leave him alone. You already hurt him enough. Let him heal completely. And if you think reaching out to him to apologize him and hoping everything will go back to normal, like getting back together, is possibility but low, the higher chances is him not wanting to be back together.
You don't deserve to be in a relationship until you fix your issues, and above all, you don't deserve him.
The lipstick on my BF's shirt was on the upper arm, shoulder area, so I suppose it's possible someone could have come up behind him, kissed his shirt, and walked away without him noticing. I just never considered that to be a possibility. Without the TikTok video you would have never thought you can also accidentally bump into someone who is behind you, leaving a mark on your shirt? Especially because these places are crowded, and who kisses someone on their back? If he had cheated, marks would have been on his neck, lips, etc. If I bring up this TikTok, wouldn't an actual cheater jump at the opportunity to use it to continue to deny cheating? I'm afraid I may be overthinking this. It's concerning how you think someone that cheats would have marks on the back of their shirt. If they cheated, marks would be on the other places I mentioned, for which the TikTok excuse would not be valid unless they were drugged and raped. What's gonna happen next? Your next boyfriend coming home from a crowded place with a string of hair stuck to his shirt and you accusing him of cheating? I'm glad for him that you left him, so he could dodge a bullet. Who wants a girlfriend who, at the slightest confusion, decides to accuse without any evidence at all, violate one's privacy and still continue to accuse them of cheating and calling them nasty things, verbal abuse, even when no evidence has been found after the violation of privacy? You sound like a nightmare.
Sorry, but you are a psycho. He is far better off finding another woman who is grounded. I speak from experience. What tirade is going to be next time? He is far better living a much less tumultuous life free from your neurosis. Get some help and learn to trust the people who love you.
Poor guy dodged a bullet. Please leave him alone.
The lipstick didn't ruin the relationship. Your trust issues did. See a therapist.
I wouldn't take you back. You've earned the crazy ex moniker. Wouldn't even have to be a TikTok trend. Lipstick mark on shoulder while out at a club? You could get that just brushing past somebody. You could be mistaken for somebody. Shit. Someone could even be a bit drunk and amorous and try a move on you. You showed you didn't trust him. You violated his privacy and wouldn't listen to reason. Wouldn't believe in him despite finding no evidence of foul play while you were actively breaking boundaries. Get your shit together or you'll end up alone.
You know what you gave this man? Trauma. You accused him, went through his privacy, made him feel so small and worthless of something I'm 99% sure he didn't do. In his next relationship, this will be with him. He will always be thinking about the things he's doing and if that will make him look like a cheater. He will always be walking on eggshells, because he's afraid of going through this again. You need to leave him alone. Don't ruin this man more than you already did. You still don't believe he's innocent. In your eyes, he's still a cheater. What good will it do him to hear you say, "Perhaps I was wrong for accusing you"? None. Own up to your shitty behavior, realize what you did to him, and get help.
I asked him where the lipstick mark came from, but he said he had no idea. I thought he may have been cheating on me with someone from work or someone at the bar. He was wearing his dress shirt from work that day. I've been cheated on in the past, which in hindsight might have made me think irrationally. But the couple days after that we fought several times due to me repeatedly questioning him about that night and him denying anything had happened. I also snooped on his phone and computer to find evidence of cheating but didn't find anything, but he caught me snooping so we had arguments over that too. Long story short, I called him a liar and a cheater, broke up, and moved out the following week. The whole time he insisted he was innocent, but I figured he was playing dumb and gaslighting me. I am praying that he does not come back to you.
Congratulations, you played yourself. You treated him like trash, live with your guilt and let this man live his life. What makes you think he would want to continue a relationship with someone who baselessly accuses and berates him?
I've thought about sending him an email or giving him a call, but what do I even say? I suggest you don't say anything. That ship sailed a month ago. Move on with your life and let him move on with his.
No evidence, yet you gave him shit for it. You broke up and you regret it. I bet he doesn't. He deserves better than a manipulative and controlling person like you.
What's done is done. If I were your ex, I wouldn't be answering your calls or texts.
If I were your ex, I'd appreciate an apology but would never consider taking you back. On zero evidence, after breaking trust by snooping, and just not believe him because of your past, does he have a history of cheating? He had to endure fights in a breakup. Our partners and significant others have no obligation to modify their behavior based on our past experiences. That's on you, not him.
I hope he doesn't take you back.
I freaking detest insecurity and jealousy. He's better off without you. Grow up.